adventure of Jessica Mellon's world is to live in the heart of primal fear. Heart racing.
You don't know why it's happening.
Blood pressure rising.
Really don't know how to stop it.
Every sight and sound around her distorted by her terror.
You feel like you're just gonna snap and go nuts.
Jessica is one of more than 40 million Americans who suffer from anxiety disorder. Its symptoms are all over YouTube.
I can't stop hyperventilating.
Intense panic attacks triggered by anything from driving a car to flying in a plane to riding in an elevator. Jessica is afraid of all of those things, but her most powerful phobia, the one that fills her with the most dread, is this.
If someone's like, you can either be shot in the leg or you can throw up once, I would be like, yeah, just shoot me in the leg. I would really pick that.
You would choose being shot in the leg.
Absolutely.
Jessica is intensely afraid of vomiting.
To me, that's one of the worst things that could happen to me, if not the worst.
It's called a metaphobia, and millions of people have it, including me. I've had it all my life. I would do anything for my two children. I would die for them. But if one of them vomits, I run. And it's very embarrassing to admit it.
I thought I was crazy. I didn't know that there were other people like me suffering from this. I thought that
A lot of people like you. Jessica's entire life is choreographed around protecting herself against the possibility of throwing up, taking every precaution against catching the flu from coworkers.
I would be like, are you sick? Is it a stomach thing? Is it something ate?
To the pharmacy in her purse, armoring her against throwing up.
I do carry extra medication on me.
Antacids, tummy drops, cough drops, hand sanitizer.
Take one of these tablets twice a day. That's 2 days.
Do you ever feel frustrated
Absolutely.
that you're this out of control?
The fear just engulfs and it swallows everything around you.
Everything, even the lifelong dream she and her fiancé share.
I've never been this scared in my entire life. I don't think.
Jessica is so terrified of getting morning sickness, she's told the man she loves she won't get pregnant. And that's putting the most important relationship in her life at risk. You know how extreme that is, right?
Yeah.
To give up bringing your own baby, another life into this world, simply because you're afraid you might have morning sickness and throw up.
I know. Sorry.
That's okay. Why are you crying?
Because I don't want to feel that way, and I don't want to miss out on something that could be really special between the two of us because of my phobia. It's not fair to him either.
But right now you simply can't.
I can't.
Marvin and Jessica met and fell in love while working at a restaurant they owned together in Philadelphia.
We just automatically clicked right off the bat.
Everything was going well until they started planning a wedding and a family. How fraught did your relationship get as a result?
I told him that if he felt like he couldn't continue with this relationship because I might not be able to do this, that obviously I would be devastated, but I would have to let him go. I'm scared what it's like if I can't get to this point where I feel like I'm okay to get pregnant, like what that's gonna mean for like us in our relationship.
Jess, it's not ideal, okay? But like, neither are a lot of things in life.
In the beginning, did you think it was funny? Like, are you kidding?
I just thought that she essentially didn't care enough to try. And I'm like, you're not willing to even risk throwing up to have a kid with me? I mean, I took offense to it.
And now, Jessica's phobia has gotten so extreme, she's begun researching hiring a surrogate to have their baby.
And how much would this cost? How much do you, approximately between $40,000 and $90,000.
$40,000 and $90,000.
Yeah.
Desperate to conquer her phobia, she chooses a radical path. The treatment we are allowed to take is rarely shown on camera. Her doctor is Stephen Tsao.
So we have to be deliberate about let's confront this and let's really confront it.
Dr. Tsao was talking about exposure therapy.
He's throwing up into a toilet.
The goal is to desensitize Jessica to her fears by directly confronting them.
I feel like I can smell it.
Suddenly, her eyes fill with tears as a memory she's repressed surfaces.
I think I'm starting to remember why I'm so scared of it, which is making me really upset. So last time I got sick with Louisiana, I was throwing up so bad I couldn't breathe, and that was really scary.
It's the first major step toward learning to control her phobia.
You should be really proud of yourself.
Thank you.
Over the next 5 months, the attack is relentless and targeted. From pictures of people throwing up to eating food she thinks is unsafe and will make her sick. Time and again, he forces Jessica past her comfort zone.
Okay.
But with just weeks now until her wedding day, Jessica's still not sure whether she's ready to get married because she's still afraid of getting pregnant.
I can't have a child until I feel better about this. I'm tempted to just make myself throw up.
Jessica is horrified when Dr. Tsao asks her to do exactly that at their next session.
Is it this one? Or is there's the next one? Okay.
Down this hall and into the claustrophobic confines of a tiny bathroom, Jessica is about to take a leap of faith. But after an hour and a half of tears and frustration,
I can't do it.
she may feel defeated, but the goal was never about actually throwing up.
The goal is all of the anxiety that comes with throwing up. I want all of that.
I know you're trying hard. You don't have to say.
Marvin still hopes she will someday have his baby, but for now, he is willing to wait.
The more and more I realize that she is actually like deathly afraid to throw up, the more it becomes like real for us, you know.
The therapy has helped Jessica a little and helped Marvin understand a lot. And so the reward of those 5 brutal months came on a beautiful fall afternoon. Anxiety was only a brief guest at the wedding. What happened when you waited there in that gorgeous dress of yours?
The anxiety started to climb, started to increase. I was like, okay, my turn's coming up, my turn's coming up. My mom walks me down the aisle and I said, I'm having a panic attack. I'm like, I need a drink of water. And the woman at the venue was like, we don't have time. And I was like, I don't care, I'm not gonna make it.
What was happening? Was your heart pounding? Were you shaking?
I felt like I was choking.
Despite those moments of panic, Jessica was no runaway bride.
I just have to keep trying my best.
It was Marvin who was an emotional wreck at the altar.
What has been joined here today,
It's for me, and it's for him, and it's for us.
I now pronounce you
But at the end of the day, it's for me.
husband and wife, Mr. and Mrs. Marvin and Jessica Groff.
Next, from crazy fun
Here we go.
to just craze,